Hi everybody, happy Friday. This is just a quick energy check-in with some of the oracle decks that I've got here for the collective, Friday 26th of August 2022. I hope you're all doing good. So I'm going to use the wisdom of the oracle deck first of all, and then I am going to clarify with the Queen of the Moon oracle deck. So let's see what we have for the collective. I will do a separate tarot reading. I felt guided to do an oracle reading this morning. Should I say this afternoon? Now this afternoon. What is time? Okay. Let's see what we have for the collective then, please, Spirit, from the pure white light. What does the collective need to know for their highest good in this moment? Of course, remember, it's not going to resonate for everybody. There are a lot of you out in the collective, so there we go. Observer. Okay, so you might need to look at something from a different perspective. You may need to just take a different view, maybe a second look at something. This is being the observer in your life. We'll see what else comes out. This deck is quite chunky. I find it sometimes it's quite awkward to shuffle. Right, okay, we've got two that came out together. So building blocks in reverse and peace. So there is a need to actually be focusing on building those blocks, taking those steps. Think about stepping stones as well. That just came into my mind. But building those blocks that are going to actually be the foundation of what you're wanting to create in your life. And that's going to bring about the peace because you're going to be working towards something. I almost feel like the Eight of Pentacles vibe from this. It's putting the work and effort into something that is then going to manifest back in terms of what you really desire in your life to bring about that peace. And we've got the Dove on that card as well. So very symbolic of peace and divinity as well. So take that how it resonates, of course. But yes, you may just need to look at the situation, focus on something. Perhaps you're missing something from the situation. But we'll see what we've got coming out of the Queen of the Moon oracle decks. On the bottom, so I always read this as hidden energy on the bottom. We've got come to the edge. So this is very much about sort of taking that leap and actually having that free spirit and rebellion to do so without attachment to fear of how things are going to be, what something's going to look like, you know, how a situation is going to play out. But having that willingness and the eagerness and the emotions to actually take the leap. So because here, you know, there is a drop, but she's not even thinking about that. She's kind of looking back at the past to say, thanks for the memories, I'm going, you know, I know what's better for me. So this is not telling you to literally come to the edge of something and jump off something, so don't take it like that at all. But I'm sure those of you watching this will not see it in that way. But it goes without saying, you know, this is about metaphorically taking a leap into something new that can be quite scary, but using this energy, it's hidden energy, that within you, you know that you've got that comfort towards this approach. It's just actually feeling into it and realizing that you've got it there. Okay, let's see what we've got with the Queen of the Moon oracle deck to clarify. Okay, so first of all for observer. What do we have, please, for observer? That one there. All right, self-love in reverse. So yeah, you need to actually put the focus back on yourself. So there we go. That's what the observer is. You are the observer of your life, of your destiny, but also of yourself. So recognize that you do need to ensure that your cup is full and that you're operating from that place of love in relation to having a full cup, so to speak. So it's recognizing that you need to love yourself. It sounds corny, but it's true. You know, it has to come from within, and you need to recognize your worth, especially if you're wanting to move in the direction of something that you know is your destiny. That's pretty big stuff. So you need to recognize your worth in all of that and observe yourself for the beautiful soul that you are. So there is a need to turn that into the upright and all the beauty that is there. Observe the situation, of course, for what you want and how you want things to go. In terms of the other cards we see, needing to put that work and effort in, of course. So taking a look at it from that aspect. plans, you know, that kind of thing. But also observing yourself in this as well, and making sure that it's in alignment with you and that you know that you're worthy of great things. Okay, and for peace and building blocks, because they both came out together. Oh, that was quick, wasn't it, from Spirit? There we go. So protection, this is divine protection. And what I also feel from this as well, because there's a female that's in this sort of nest. I don't know why I was going to say hatch, because hatch is more about hatching an egg, hatching an idea. Anyway, that came to me, so that could resonate for someone out there. But this is somebody being carried in a nest. So when you actually think of the birthing process, and in terms of birthing new ideas and new things that are coming into your life or about to come into your life, there is protection here to what you're wanting to birth. And there is also freedom in that protection, because it's a bird, and when I see birds, I always think of freedom. So this new start, new beginning, new project, new connection, whatever it is divinely protected, and there's an element of freedom to it. And what I'm feeling from that is it's freedom of actually being your true self, because it will be, you know, right for you, it will be in alignment for you, but also freedom to bring about that peace, that inner peace that that perhaps you're feeling that you need at the moment, and recognizing that those steps being put into place, or that need to be put into place, because of course this is in reverse, it's sort of saying, you know, there are things that need to be done, but it is something that's protected from a divine perspective. So I hope that's making sense there. Let's see if we've got anything. No, I was feeling something extra, but then I looked at that come to the edge, and on the bottom here, to match the hidden energy on this deck, it's creation. So actually recognizing that this leap is all about creating something, or co-creating with the universe, exactly what it is that you want to manifest in your life. Now, we do have the new moon coming up tomorrow, new moon in Virgo, of course. New start automatically with a new moon, but it's recognizing that creation is a part of it in terms of what we put our intentions into. But even by taking the leap, we're actually creating that element of ourself, that risk taker in ourself, that perhaps was always there, but we didn't realize because of layers of conditioning and societal expectations and all of that. But this is creating something new. This is creating something new that's divinely protected, that's going to bring peace, and it's going to enable you to build on something, whatever it might be. But there is that need to look at the situation for what it is, observe it, and put the focus back on yourself as well as part of the equation. Okay. And because of the new moon, I'm going to take one from the Moonology Manifestation deck. Apologies, I didn't get much sleep last night, so I hope I'm making sense. Okay, let's see what we have. Moonology Manifestations. Okay, for the collective, please, what do we have? What do we have? Thank you. Well, you can't get any fairer than that, can you, from the universe confirming that? Know your worth. Absolutely. Now, of course, this is Taurus energy, because Taurus is very much about knowing your worth and your values. But this ties in very clearly with this self-love and recognizing that you are worthy, exactly of what I was saying. You're worthy of what you're wanting to create, what you're wanting to manifest. If it's in alignment for you and you're feeling drawn, you're feeling pulled in that direction from a divine point of view, not from fear, but through love and through excitement and through curiosity, know your worth and recognize you're worthy of that. Okay, forget the past fears and things that haven't worked out in the past. This is a new start. This is a chance to build those blocks, building blocks, to bring the peace. And it is protected. So there's me stumbling on my words. It is protected. So that's almost like you've got to tell yourself it is protected, because often our mind can go into overdrive and we can start to kind of doubt and cast that shadow of doubt on something. And that just adds to the energy of fear. Interestingly, when I was setting the decks, the one that kind of wanted to fly out to me was this one, which is 8 of feathers, 8 of swords. And that's exactly that. That's getting trapped in your illusion of fear and doubt, because it's swords energy, it's in the mind, it's all in the thoughts, and it's becoming sort of caged within all those swords, but you can easily get out and the blindfold can come off. So you're trapped in illusion of fear. Know your worth. You're worthy of these new beginnings. You know, it might take some work because of the building blocks in reverse. So you've got to be patient with yourself on this as well, and patient with the situation and how it's going to unfold, because this is in reverse. So don't have any fears or anxieties around, well, it's never going to happen. It's here, it's in reverse. It just means that you've got to look at it with the observer card. You've got to look at it as a situation that needs to be built upon, and know your worth in doing that. You're worthy of that. Okay. And don't forget also, because this is just coming through, that Taurus in tarot is represented, one of the cards it's represented by is the Empress. Okay, regardless of feminine, masculine, of course that is a divine feminine card, but the Empress is all about birthing something new as well. So there we go. There are new things on the horizon, but it's going to take steps to get there. You've got to just maintain your worth, know your worth, and keep observing the situation for what it is, okay, with that perspective, and know that there is protection to bring peace to you in your life. But there is an element of coming to the edge and needing to take that leap into the unknown, into the uncertainty, into the curiosity, to create what it is that you want to manifest in your life. Hope that finds you well. I will, of course, do a separate tarot reading, but that's the oracle messages for today. So I'm sending you love and blessings, and until next time, take care.